It's another math day here with teacher Jenny. Join me for another topic. This time we're going to talk about solving system of nonlinear equations using elimination method. X squared plus y squared is equal to 14 and x squared minus y squared is equal to 4. So let's now solve this one using elimination method. So again, we can simply check on what variable is having similar exponents so that we can eliminate that one right away. And then, of course, if you try to look at here, x and y have different exponents. So you can either choose on eliminating our x first or choosing on eliminating our y first. So for me, if I'm going to choose that one, I'll be off to eliminating y squared because our y squared is with different signs already. So we can now go ahead and eliminate that one. So we can go through with addition. Eliminating that one, we have that as with 2x squared. That's equal to 14 plus 4. That is equal to 18. So out from there, we can divide this by 2 and then this one so that we can solve for x. So we have our x squared equal to 18 divided by 2, that's 9. Then we get the square out by doing the square root of that one. So we have an x equal to positive negative 3. So meaning to say, we've got one x which is equal to 3 and the other one is negative 3. So this time, we're now solving for our y. So we can choose on any of the equation there. So I'll be choosing the first equation first. We have x squared plus y squared equal to 14. Out from this one, I'll be replacing one of the value of x here. So if our x will be equal to positive 3, I'll be replacing x here with 3. So 3 squared plus y squared is equal to 14. 3 squared is 9 plus y squared is equal to 14. We move 9 to the other side by subtracting that from the left side, and so with the right side, our next line will be y squared is equal to 14 minus 9 is equal to a 5. So get the square root of that and this one as well. We have our y value to be equal to a positive negative square root of 5. So meaning to say, if our x is 3, our y is either square root of 5 or we have, and not or, but and, we also have a negative square root of 5. So let's now go for another value of y. So let's say if our x is negative 3, we have to solve for y using the first equation still. So using x squared plus y squared equal to 14, replacing our x with a negative 3, and then we have y squared equal to 14. Then we have here squared, this will be 9 plus y squared equal to 14. We move 9 to the other side by subtracting that on both sides. We have y squared is equal to 14 minus 9 is simply 5. We get the square root of that. Our y value is positive negative square root of 5. So we can have our value for x here, that when x is negative 3, we have our y as square root of 5. And when x is negative 3, we have that as negative square root of 5 also. Now, you may go for checking that one. I'll be doing the first, the one equation. I'll be showing that one, 1 point. I'll be showing that one with you so that you will have an idea as to what will be the things that you are going to do in checking whether your solution of the system is correct or not. So the solution of the system here are the points that are written here. So if I'm going to choose on 3 and then square root of 5, meaning our x is 3, our y is square root of 5, I'll be replacing those values with our equation, starting off with x squared plus y squared equal to 14, and check whether that satisfies that equation, including the second equation. So we have here x will be replaced with a 3 squared plus y will be replaced with a square root of 5, and then we square equal to 14. Will this be equal to 14? So 3 squared is 9, and then plus square root of 5 squared, that can be, the square root there can be canceled out. So we have a 5 here. Will this be equal to a 14? 9 plus 5 is 14. That is equal to 14. So C, that satisfies the first equation. So let's now move to the second equation. We have x squared minus y squared equal to 4. Replacing that one, we have 3 squared minus square root of 5 squared. That's equal to a 4. Will that be equal to a 4 really? So we have here 9 minus, this can be canceled out, 5. Will this be equal to a 4? 9 minus 5 is 4. Yes, indeed, that is equal to a 4. So that is how you solve your system using elimination method.